Hi, Elle here from Bohemian Moon Tarot, and I'm going to do a video and show you some of my Lenormand / fortune-telling cards. So let me start with this. This is a self-published deck. It's called the Steampunk Fairy Oracle, and it follows Lenormand very closely. And it says here on the back, the Steampunk Fairy Oracle deck is a new take on the Marie and Adelaide Lenormand Oracle from the 1800s. The deck features steampunk-themed fairies and sprites from a world, for perhaps even a dimension beyond our own. So sorry if I hesitate when I read, but I can't read small print even with my glasses on. So this is a little cute little box it comes in, and it is a cute little fortune-telling deck. It is the size of a small Lenormand deck. Some of the cards are like this and some are like that, and they're very, very pretty. But here's the problem. Some of the cards, when we talk about Lenormand, we want the main object of the card to stand out the most. And here in this deck, the fairies stand out. For instance, the fairy stands out more than the clover does. So that's the drawback. The ship. But then, you know, here we have, okay, the house is a little better, but I'm going to go quickly. It's a really cute deck, really fun deck to read with. Snake, coffin, that's okay. But here we have the flower, the scythe. We have the whip, but we don't have the broom. Sorry. We have the bird, he's in the cage. That's the child. The fox, she's wearing it around her neck. I mean, it is a very cute little deck. The bear, he's wearing it as a coat and on his head. It's like a skin. The star. So I just wanted to show you this because I got it because I thought it would be cute for my collection. And would I read with it? I really would. I would, because I think it is cute. So I'm not going to show the whole deck, but that's one. Now the other one, I know, call me crazy, but I have been looking for an old beat-up deck. I love them. I think they have a lot of charm and character, and I found one on Amazon. She was very honest about it, and the price was reasonable. I forgot how much, but it was reasonable. So it's an old gypsy fortune-telling deck. You could see that it's all like the box is so like worn. It's from, I believe it's the top just comes off. It doesn't. I'm gonna fix that, and it's all like pretty worn out. But the deck, it came with the directions, which I love. Let me show you. And the copyright is 1940. It's old. It's kind of falling apart. So here's the directions, and there's the back. It's enough, and I don't know if you could tell how yellowed it is, but it's pretty yellowed. And it's so fragile. So that's the deck. Let me see if you could see the 1940 copyright down here. Okay, and the deck is, the paper is, it's okay. I wanted to show it to you. I think it has a lot of charm, and I love it. And it is not a Lenormand, but it is a fortune-telling deck. It's like a combination, I don't know, it might even be like Kipperish. Might be. Now that I'm looking at it. I have to look at my, you know, there are so many different mixtures of, well, there's not a pig, there's no pig in a Kipper deck. Yeah, so it's in and of its own. It's a Gypsy fortune-telling deck. So, and once you start buying all these decks, you can see that they all kind of like blend together. You could tell that they're all derivatives of one another. What came first, I can't tell you, because I really don't know the history of all these decks. See the dark and the light clouds. But this is a deck you could easily read with. And I believe the directions have the meanings for these. But I think once you know like Lenormand or one of the other decks, you could use the same meanings. I don't think it's a big deal not to. Or you can intuitively use meanings. I don't think there are any real rules. So this is the old Gypsy falling apart fortune-telling deck that I just love. And let's move on to the next deck. This is a new deck. I got it on eBay. It came from Hungary. And this is exactly how it came in this little plastic bag. And it's called the Biedermeier. The Biedermeier Deck. And I really do love this deck. It's a Piatnik deck. So this is the number 1904. I think there's another number, another Biedermeier deck with a different number on it. And this is a very pretty deck. It comes with a little white book. It is in English and in another, I guess, German. But it has spreads in it and everything. And this is a very interesting spread that I'm going to teach myself. And I'm sure you could use this with Lenormand or any other fortune-telling deck you have. So that. And the cards are very pretty. They're like in different languages. 6 different languages. And of course, English is on top right here. So there's fortune, there's a letter, there's sweetheart, lover, sorry, I have to look at it, I can't see, house, fidelity, the dog, jealousy, that's an interesting, sadness, ecclesiastic, enemy, ooh, better be careful, thought. So again, there's some cards in here that remind me of Lenormand, some cards in here that remind me of Kipper. Yeah, you know, so it's kind of like all mishmash, mushed together. So, but this is a really nice deck. The cardstock is nice. Here's the back of the deck. Pretty, cute. And that's the Biedermeier deck. And last but not least, I was able to find me the Dixies Astounding Lenormand cards, the self-published deck, the original deck. It came, I got this, I think I got it on eBay. It comes in a bag like that in lavender. It says Pixie's Astounding Lenormand cards. You open it up. You have this. It's like a, what color would you call this? Like a tan. And I think it picks up as gray, but it's really like a tan color around the edges. And it is signed by Edmund Lebrowski, who created the deck, right here, signed. And there were only 150 decks made, and this is number 45 out of 150. So this, oh, let me show you the back, because that's the lavender part. Oh, they're like peacock feathers, but it's lavender, and I'm going to say it's lavender, and yeah, it's lavender. Purple and lavender. It's a very pretty back. And okay, so this was the signature card, and then it is just like the deck that was printed for mass production, but the outside borders here are different, are fancier, if you want to say, but otherwise it's basically the same. I was going to get the mass-produced one, but I felt I have this one. What do I need the mass-produced one for? It's just like a double thing, unless I decide that I don't want to use this in readings. Then I may get the mass-produced one. I want to see how many Lenormand cards, Lenormand requests that I get once I open my website online. So you could see it's basically the same, just for a little fancier. And signed and numbered. And there are only 150 of these. So that's another deck. I have the Blue Owl deck, but I forgot to bring it out, unfortunately. So that's my little collection. I also have that orange deck, the Witches. What's that called? That orange deck? It's the old Gypsy Witch fortune-telling cards or something. I have those, and I like those too. And the Blue Owl deck, Lenormand deck, I also like that. So I just wanted to give you a little idea of some of the fortune-telling decks I have. And I also have, like, you know, like Madame and Dora and things like that. But I was more into showing you these little small ones. I don't know why, but I was, so I did. So, thank you for joining me today. It's been a pleasure. Please, if you like this video, please like it down below and leave a comment. I'd love to get to know you. I will answer your comments, and have a lovely day. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.